Hey folks, just wanted to kind of catch back up with you after the holiday here and let you know that we're kind of finishing up the first portion of the course. And we're what I mean by that is we're kind of finishing up or getting towards the end of the book work. So in week 7, you'll notice that you've got chapter 7, and you've got the pretty standard video case assignments, the reading. There's a lecture available. And there's also a quiz here on the what do you know so far? But most importantly, because I think those are fairly straightforward for you at this point, I have you working on the Excel macro assignment. And I really want to make sure that you know what we're doing here. So for this particular assignment, I'm going to take you in here so you can kind of see this. Here's the instructions, a whole bunch of the stuff. It's worth 200 points. Don't skip this. But you will need to only do the question number 4 on page M.28 of the PDF. Okay, that's it. You don't need to do anything else. So read through that, or skim that rather, and then I think that's pretty important, for you to skim through it. But even, whoops, sorry about that. More importantly, I would make sure that in the instructions here that you look at the associated activity, which has the helpful videos under week 7. So if you're here and you look at the helpful videos for the Excel macro project and you click on that and you choose begin, it's going to take you to a link that has Matt's YouTube channel on it. And in here, you're going to want to look through these. There's a few of these videos that are going to be specifically tailored for this. Here's one of them, the help with module 1 or help with module M, creating an Excel macro function. And there's going to be, I think they've got another one in here. How to calculate a letter grade using VBA in MS Excel. And that's really a pretty good one as well. It might be difficult to understand just because of the accent that the person has. Let's see if I've got any more in here. Yeah, it looks like those two are the ones that you're going to want to be looking at. I would definitely make sure that you look through this one here, the help with the module 1. I do not give you all of the details on how to finish the assignment, but I take you through the basics of this particular assignment with the numerals and with the actual grades itself. If you only do what I tell you in this video, you won't get a perfect score. You can't. But if you think about this a little bit, what I'm asking you to do is to take a look at the scores that are here. So in this case, the 87, 76, 62, 79.99999, and turn those into a grade automatically. And again, if you only do what I show you in the video, you can't get a perfect score because there's a template that you need to download back here. Let me get out of here. I'll go back to this particular assignment. So read the instructions really carefully. This is part of the assignment, is are you reading the instructions? If you're just trying to just quickly get it done, you're probably going to flounder and not actually do what I'm looking for. So read this very, very carefully, and you'll see that there's a number of downloads here. So there's the Excel Macro Module M PDF that has the instructions in it. The second one here has the template that you need to complete. The third one, the PowerPoint, it's just extra information. But don't be misled though. The Module M PDF, you only need to do question number 4 at the very end of the PDF. So it's kind of, the PDF's a bit of a red herring. So if you try to do everything in the PDF, it might take you weeks. So be sure to skim and answer question number 4, which requires the Excel macro xlmmgrades.xls. I've left them like this because in the PDF, that's the names that it uses. Okay, so I could have changed the names and made it a little bit more explanatory, but then you might get confused because it's different. So anyway, watch these videos. Can't stress that enough. Otherwise, you'll be misdirected. The other thing I wanted to show you here, let's get back in here for next week as well. I just wanted to point out that yes, we are completing chapter 8. You know how to do this. But next week, you're going to need to have Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is a Windows component of the Office suite. So if you have a Macintosh that you've been trying to do the course with, the Excel macro project, it won't be possible for you to complete that on a Macintosh unless you have Windows installed on it. The Windows version of Office, to be specific. And with Microsoft Access, this program is only built for Windows. So you have to have access to Microsoft Windows in order to complete this project. Again, there's videos associated with this in our class YouTube channel. You've got to take a look at these. Otherwise, it might, and if you already know how to use Access, you might be able to complete this one. Again, this is for next week. You may be able to complete it, but if you watch the video, if you're struggling, yeah, I take you through this thing step by step by step. So please, if you're struggling, reread the instructions. If you're struggling, watch the videos. If you're having trouble uploading an assignment, I would strongly recommend that you look at the YouTube channel. And on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see how to zip or compress a data file here. Turn multiple files into one file or just a single file using zip. Okay, and that'll allow you to upload any kind of file into our Connect class here. So hopefully by this point you kind of know how to run this software, and this class is a small attempt to get you a little bit more comfortable using web-based learning tools like this. This is not the school's Canvas website. This is more similar to what some of the industry tools might look like, though, when you leave the college and you get a job. Typically, people don't get sent around for lots of trainings these days. They're taking web-based training classes that operate maybe on a platform like this. So if you're still struggling, please reach out, let me know, and we'll see what we can do to maybe ease the burden, but make sure that you read the instructions. I've tried to be really clear without being too elementary, but some folks still seem to bump into some walls. So take a look, let me know what you think, and I'm looking forward to this last month or so that we're together. Thanks.